They truly believed that Chrissy Lamping could evade the internet's scrutiny. Oh honey, not in this lifetime, as the recently released tape is so sloppy, embarrassing, and unquestionably real that even her devoted ride, the Dion Club, can't spin. Rather than pretending to be pregnant. Our queen of unbothered fumbles with not one but two pregnancy tests, exchanging, cleaning, and whispering into her burner phone as if she were smuggling national secrets. This is a clean image of a dingy hotel bathroom with cheap scent. Yes. Give it some thought. How many times did she stare Jim Jones in the eye and declare that he would become a father again? How many times did she stage tears on VH1? How many clickbait headlines used for financial gain and sympathy? Well, buckle up, because this hotel bathroom leak you won't be able to unsee a dot after watching it. So don't even consider scrolling away. This is the bombshell that might blow up what's left of Dipset's shaky reputation, and once you find out who helped her pull this off, you'll want Toto hurl your phone into the wall if you've spent the last 24 hours in the vicinity of Harlem's gossip mill. You're already aware that Chrissy Lynn's spotless return tour just banged her head against a dirty hotel bathroom door. Literally, since what the internet is calling merely let's start by bringing the skeletons out of the closet. Chrissy Lannon has been riding the tide of second chances ever since her tearful love and scandal. This messy celebrity leak is actually much bigger, nastier, and more strategic than people realize. Audiences were enthralled with the dramatic eyelashes and the whispered "I'm too real for this" one-liners, and the promise of a wedding that never quite materialized. However, behind the mascara and meme-worthy GIFs, she played the faithful fiancé fighting for her king Jim Jones in a hip-hop reunion. The same old question. Why does every mess end up in a hotel room with a locked door and no cameras allowed? Till now, fans have forgotten that Chrissy never travels alone. For years, industry rumors have said that she has a close-knit inner network of people who do her when you add Cameron's name to the mix. It's not a scandal, rather, it's a time bomb that has been ticking since Dipset's heyday. Dirty work seems to keep extra pregnancy tests on quick dial and cover up misunderstandings. Weird is that earlier in 2019, Chrissy attempted the same stunt during a so-called surprise baby pitch to secure a spin-off agreement with VH1, the same anonymous insiders who always surface right when a reality check hits hardest. Insist that this wasn't her first hotel bathroom, worked to. But Cameron, the petty king himself, learnt of it and threatened to withhold receipts unless she repaid him for a hush deal that never quite went through. Fast forward to the present, when the internet's favorite aunt becomes careless, possibly a housekeeping staff member, or a hidden camera with sticky fingers, or perhaps a certain pink icon slid the camera into himself, according to the most petty corners of Harlem, to remind everyone who truly controls the local gossip market. Oh, the footage is exquisite, gritty at first, then clear. A man's voice, not Jim's, asks her if she's certain this will work as she paces in a cheap robe, speaking into her phone, fumbling to test sticks, and throwing the actual one straight into a hotel trash can designated housekeeping only. The voice was too swaggering and matched another voice to conceal Cameron, who, let's face it, has been circling this whole Dipset soap play for decades. Fans didn't even notice it at first. 1 minute he's Jimsat 2 a.m. Brother, he is the shadow beneath Chrissy's porch light. If you believe Jim didn't detect something dodgy, then please listen to my cryptic verses about robbing the queen while the king is sleeping. The man has been living people close to the marriage? Yes. The same people who claim to love both sides say Jim has his own burner phones, secret trackers, and a few security videos. No one has ever dared to disclose them. He's not living under the same roof as Harlem's most resourceful havoc queen for almost 2 decades. Jim didn't become angry when that hotel toilet video went viral on a fan page and received 1 million views before breakfast. Instead of posting a black square with mysterious captions like he did the last time, he sat back, took himself a drink, and informed one source as Chrissy's crew struggled to contain the damage. Her cousin went live on TikTok and launched a tirade against deepfakes and artificial intelligence. Meanwhile, an elderly hairstylist tweeted about how these Evan Mona Scott Young, who is reportedly in Bali defying subpoenas, posted a 6-word statement through a burned-out PR intern asking for clicks. It was a cute attempt, but the public is tired of being gullible, especially when the deadline is approaching. Began looking through old receipts, screenshots of payment app transactions, and hazy pictures of Chrissy entering dubious hotel lobby areas after pretending to be visiting relatives upstate. She also uploaded the video in which she quips that her pregnancy cells ask Mona, and the thing that truly divided the fanbase was that the test swap wasn't even about keeping Jem. According to several insiders, it was about extending the plot so that a new spin-off agreement could be secured. VH1 or a major streaming service was reportedly sniffing about a Jim and Chrissy Next Chapter docuseries. However, when Jim took too long to start filming new material, Chrissy chose to start a drama. According to a person directly involved with the production, she clearly needed a hook. Fake pregnancy is an easy tabloid fix, she stated, believing that no one would ever see it. Oh, and about that man's voice in the background, some say it was Cameron instructing her, while others believe it was Reggie. The raw receipts, guess what auntie, are also replayed on TikTok. There's a melancholy piano tune now, and no filter will make it go away. Jim, who has always been stoic, silent, and quietly planning retaliatory measures you won't see coming until the end, is left in a position where a so-called family friend is held accountable for every dubious hotel meeting since the 2017 rumors. In any case, it doesn't matter, the harm is done. Several authenticated fan pages claim that he has been ghostwriting a tell-all album with no features or apologies. Just raw sadness from Harlem set over a classic Dipset beat. Don't think for a moment that the judge would overlook this one. After the video went viral, Jim's lawyer filed an emergency application to freeze joint assets linked to Chrissy's baby-tail revenues. According to a little birdie in the Manhattan civil clerk's office, this implies that influencer money, sponsored brand partnerships, and spin-off checks might all be locked up while the court determines if fraud or defamation is at issue. In the meantime, guess who is selling merchandise featuring the leaked thumbnail printed in the middle of a t-shirt? The limited edition Cameron t-shirt sold out in 20 minutes because ... Just when you think this bathroom bombshell can't get any nastier, someone is going to turn on a sealed email thread that connects Mona Scott back into the cover. Loyalty is pettiness, monetized to the last dime, so buckle up because this ride is only halfway down the hill. Stop. Mona Scott Young likely believed that the sea breeze from Bali would cool Chrissy's shady hotel incident, but Harlem rumors are more powerful than a tsunami because, when fans were taking a breather from the loo, a sealed email thread that was purportedly taken directly from Mona's personal production inbox was leaked, and the receipts therein made the hotel video appear to be a preview trailer. Rumor has it that this email chain began 6 Mona, who milks drama like an experienced dairy farmer, seemed to welcome the idea when Chrissy originally proposed a baby twist months ago to keep her and Jim relevant while Jim refused to record romantic scenes for the Big Dozer's pitch and ghosted reunion shooting. However, Mona's camp made discreet hotel reservations for Chrissy under false identities. According to a former intern who claims to have departed after being urged to sanitize film, why a hotel with simple, inquisitive neighbors instead of a random cousin? The leaked thread has Chrissy asking Mona's assistant, is Cam going to be cool with this? He best keep his lips shut until we secure the reunion money. Detecting her with 2 pregnancy tests and a burner phone equals a sellable story. And Mona's own response, if he wants his cut, he'll play nice. Don't mess up the timeline. Fans must think the baby is real until part 2. Then there's a full-on manufactured pregnancy, a narratively produced hotel swap, and all reality TV. By the time these emails reached gossip pages, Mona's representatives were already threatening stop and desist letters to any blog that dared to post screenshots. It was too late though, because Harlem blogs outperformed subpoenas, and Twitter screenshots were shared, preserved, and forgotten. While Chrissy's cousin, yes, the same one that called the bathroom clip AI deep false nonsense, went radio silent, her hairstylist erased the tweets, Mona's assistant shut their Instagram, and hashtag Chrissy pregnant homosexual and hashtag Mona News began trending before daylight. Cameron went live without locking anything, without any elaborate setup, without a publicist's script written, and just with his car top up blasting dips and classic music playing in the background while sipping green juice. She reached 50,000 watchers and said one syllable before shutting down the feed. Fans went crazy over videos of Chrissy fumbling test sticks with trap music and text overlays. And even Jim's own mother, Mama Jones, joined the fray team. Loyalty never heard of her. And you all owe me an apology. Jim's legal team reportedly turned it up a notch behind closed doors when they subpoenaed Mona's production servers for allegedly telling a buddy over FaceTime, which was obviously leaked, that she was never going to marry him. There are rumors that some hush money crosses state borders through fictitious LLCs, making it wire fraud territory. Therefore, the Homeland Security Cyber Unit is also on the lookout for any audio files that prove cooperation, raw tapes, and original hotel footage. A fan blog posted a never-before-seen video from the same hotel night Chrissy was pacing. It sounds like too much for a phony baby test. Welcome to 2025. Harlem, dear. Scandal doesn't sleep here, it multiplies. Chris's staff made a mess of PR reasons for fresh receipts that were held in. Mona responded, "Cry cells," and the man's voice said, "If this gets out, I'm dropping the old voicemail too." Some people think it's Cam, while others feel it's Reggie, the mysterious third wheel in this toxic soap drama. In any case, that old voicemail is the last boss that no one is prepared for, and brands are freaking out. One vitamin company, which ironically supported Chrissy's baby health journey on Instagram, secretly removed its postings and blocked the promo code that was connected to her profile. Ouch, Production insiders are squealing left and right as screenshots of the brand D&D fans pledging refunds on any Chrissy bundles ordered this month surface. One junior editor revealed anonymously that they edited 5 phony pregnancy reveal scenes in the previous 2 years. Broadcast since Chrissy never delivered the goods. Instead, they used the tape for trailers and reunion teasers to keep viewers interested. So, while the internet is furious about a single dubious hotel clip, insiders claim that the true shame is the number of individuals who were cheated on. Despite this falsehood, the leak train continued with emails and behind-the-scenes rumors late last night. Producers, brand managers, social media teams, spin-off sponsors, and even Jim's team reportedly suspected something wasn't right but cooperated for a check. Released, what is now known as the raw hallway cam security film, which shows Chrissy walking into the hotel with a man that many believe is Cameron disguised. Grainy, yes, but the swagger is apparent. And the hallway camera shows them wearing a limp and a pinky ring. As this snowball grew, Jim's silence became a weapon, and he posted a mysterious Instagram story. Chrissy covered her face while giggling. Cam pulled up his sweatshirt, and then bam, right into that notorious bathroom, which may now be the most replayed toilet in reality TV history. After a single line on a blank screen, everything is shown. He didn't tag Chrissy or Cam, but he didn't have to. Fans in Harlem created a change.org or petition to bar Chrissy from any further hip-hop and love. Episodes, a crowdfunding page for Jin's therapy and legal bills was started by another group. It's just internet nonsense, but it demonstrates how invested people are. As the globe launches hashtags like knives, guess who's ready to make money again? The Cameron merch shop reloaded that viral video. The limited edition rolling tray and bathroom clip tee were sold out in 18 minutes, and reorders are still waiting. Meanwhile, Mona Scott Young is May, and her official page is eerily silent. There are rumors that she is meeting with lawyers and a crisis PR agency to determine how to turn this mess into a redemption story. Perhaps even a new Dozeries, Chrissy vs. Harlem. The real confession. If Mona puts her mind to it, she will find a way to turn heartbreak into advertising income. But there is still one leak that is kept under wraps and discussed in the back of Harlem barbershops. Several insiders claim that the alleged voicemail Chrissy left for Mona a few days after the exchange is more revealing than the hotel footage, more damning than the email chain, and ready to bring all of the participants, including Cameron, back into the courtroom. If Homeland Security seriously wants to become involved in this, the entire love and hip-hop industry might have to provide its financial records for the first time ever. Background cash transactions, ghost payrolls, phony pregnancies, and hush money. Chrissy may be keeping quiet, the camera may be grinning on Instagram Live, and Jim may be quietly working on a retaliatory mixtape that disrupts Spotify. But Harlem is aware that this scandal won't be considered resolved until the final voicemail leak occurs. I assure you, you would think that the story would end after a hotel toilet leak, a damning email chain, and holy cam receipts that appear to be a Dipset blooper reel. But this is Chrissy Lampin's world, and logic checked out. That last drop is exactly where we took this up next, years ago, because that last voicemail, which was so raw that Cameron's ego flinched, appeared exactly when Harlem believed it had witnessed every kind of treachery. It didn't appear in a major tabloid either. Nope, barber hop regular, who reportedly performs odd chores for one of within an hour. The tape was playing again on TikTok, Twitter, and dubious WhatsApp groups after Jim's cousins gave it to a budding blogger desperate for clicks. The voice is unmistakably Chrissy, a touch inebriated, breaking just enough to sound like Hif. Jim finds out before the finale. We lose the bag, and Cam still has the old hotel clip. If he dumps that, I swear I'm done. And I'll say whatever you want on reunion night. I'm sorry, but not enough to seem innocent. Mona, you swore this would die with me. Fans didn't need a detective board to figure out that Chrissy had fabricated a pregnancy claim to lure in a new check, which Mona welcomed. For ratings, and Cameron had backup receipts. Handle this boom. That's not just scandal. That's conspiracy with a dash of fraud and extortion. By the time that voicemail reached the top of the most popular gossip blog, sponsors had dropped one by one skincare brands, flat stomach t-shirts, and couples retreats, and Jim was only the mascot with the ring box. No one was ever going to open. On their official website, a luxury candle firm went so far as to say, "We do not condone deceit. We have ended our partnership with Miss Lampin, effective immediately." They also removed all of her pictures, petty and lyrical. Jin's camp, meanwhile, ceased being courteous. His attorney, fed up with leaks and dubious hush calls from Mona's phantom PR team, filed an urgent court order to subpoena all unaired footage. Raw audio production notes, and internal documents, emails about fake pregnancy plots. Insiders claim that Mona's phone is pegged like a slot machine, and sponsors, and even a homeland security contact are double-checking if any of this nonsense amounted to charity scams or wire fraud. Keep in mind that there are rumors that Chrissy used a phony baby charity pitch to raise money at a posh gala last year. The money conveniently vanished into a rental apartment that no one can locate on Google Maps. And DiePet supporters once divided into warlike groups called Team Cam and Team Jim. Chrissy's bathroom exchange was patched with the confession voicemail, layered over depressing breakup songs and subtitled loyalty. Her allergic meme pages went completely crazy, and one viral gem displayed a cartoon. Suddenly, they found common ground. Pulling Chrissy into the digital abyss, another tape featured Cameron's famous "Oh Boy" hook playing over Chrissy wiping the real test with the caption, "Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy," which she believed we wouldn't notice. The store was carrying a baby, but the baby was a paper bag with the label "spin-off ratings." After examining the voicemail, hotel footage, and the sealed emails, the judge, who had previously apparently been dissatisfied with the reality TV disaster in his chambers, dropped a bombshell that no one had anticipated. The actual blow came directly from the courtroom. He declared that Chrissy perhaps engaged in deliberate brand fraud and malicious defamation against Jim, as well as her network partners and sponsors, who funded her entire lifestyle. To make matters worse, he expedited the fraud hearing such that it began in 60 days, meaning Chrissy can Monond before the next reunion special even airs. Any intern who ever touches an SD card bearing her name could be forced to take depositions. Additionally, Chrissy is rumored to be hiding out in an unnamed friend's flat, which is ironically not in Harlem. In Jersey, where no one knows her until they watch the 3 a.m. repeats of Love and Hip Hop. Her relatives' phones are off, and she hasn't shared a single selfie, cryptic comments, or even a passive-aggressive anecdote about loyalty snakes. Harlem's favorite troll, however, won't let a bag go unnoticed. He's already signed a contract with an attorney who claims that Mona has ghosted everyone but her crisis lawyer, who is likely paying her for the panic attack. The teaser trailer for the upstart streaming app, the receipts, the pregnancy lies that killed DiePet, leaked footage of a granny iPhone with Cam grinning and looking through old hotel footage, with a voiceover muttering, "Harlem loyalty died in Jim's retaliation" is the next piece that fans want. But whether you like him or not, Kim understands how to transform heartbreak into a money check with no guilt, which is why pre-orders for the documentary's release reached record levels in less than an hour. According to trusted insiders, he will soon release a collaborative album called Raw Petty Bars, which will dissect 20 years of silent betrayals. The track titles are rumored to be stuffed like bathroom lies. Test results are still pending, and merchandise is being developed that is more devoted to the streets than she is. Jim has always been Harlem's wounded king, and now he's using that pain as fuel. The streets of Harlem are swallowing every scrap of trash, and barbershops are placing bets on whether Chrissy will settle or be dragged in. Distressed hoodies read, "Unbothered but betrayed." Aunties who once praised her elegant demeanor are now sending memes that label her the hotel bathroom bandit. Mona is likely drinking something that none of us can afford and creating the pitch deck for a Fall from Grace spinoff, because if there's Ada despite all of her tears, promises, and on camera confessions, Chrissy clearly overestimated two things: Harlem's memory and the internet's desire for a good time. There is only $1 left in this mess, and you can trust Mona to milk it dry. As this circus accelerates towards its judicial finish, she believed she could write the conclusion, that Jim would remain faithful, and that Cam would keep her secret in the vault. Plot twist: Harlem never needed writers, it just needed a leak. As the judge prepares subpoenas, the sponsors rush for the AHN, all the cameras stop rolling. The reunion checks bounce, the last hoodie drops, and the fans reload TikTok edits for the billionth time. There's only one question that counts. And that's the one I'm putting right in your lap. Stick around because betrayal is always on the rise in Harlem. And believe me, the last blow is always just one receipt away. You've heard every dirty detail, seen every hidden camera viewpoint, and won this mess Jim Cam, or the streets that saw it all, burn for free. Undoubtedly watched that toilet swap video more times than you'll publicly own. But tell me, do you truly think this story is over? Do you genuinely think Chrissy is finished lying, Cameron is finished trolling, the Jim is finished forgiving, and Harlan is ready to go? If this courtroom circus has taught us anything, it's that loyalty is cheap, secrets are currency, and no one, not even Mona Scott, with her unbreakable non-disclosure agreements, can outrun a scandal when receipts begin to leak in the thousands. What I want right now is for you to stop lurking and share your Ross idea in the comments. Did Chrissy plan this on her own, or was Cam her puppet master the entire time? Is Jim truly innocent, or did he just act stupid for a check? Who's going to flip next and leak even more? The next piece of this mess will make today's drama seem like a bedtime story. So if you think the hotel video was only the appetizer and the main course is still in Mona's laptop, hit the like button and slap that bell symbol. Never forget that, in this game, no one remains clean, no one stays faithful, and the next leak is always just around the corner, with every nasty cousin, messy best friend, and group chat that thrives on Harlan gossip. Screenshots are memes that tag your ex if they ever vowed to never lie to you. Keep your phone locked and one burner away, since you are aware that I will be dropping the next tile. See you in the comments. Bomb first. Let's drag this thing out. Family.